Okay, thanks for tuning in today. Today I'm going to be talking about radicals. What is a radical? A radical is two or more elements acting as one entity. Two or more elements acting as one entity. That's what we call a radical. Radicals are two or more elements acting as one entity. What do I mean by that? When two or more elements come together and they're acting as one entity, what I mean by one entity, that they're now acting as an element. So they are no longer like two, they are now united and they are now what? One. Just like when marriage comes, it unites a man and a woman and they become one. What the radical does is that an element that is existing on its own comes to another element and they combine together and they become what? One entity. And whenever they become one entity, they will now act as a single what? Unit. That means wherever an element can stand, they can actually what? Stand. And whenever they are reacting, they react what? Together. They are inseparable, they become like one. That's what we call what? A radical. So I want to give you examples of a radical. Examples have hydroxide ion, number one, hydroxide ion, what? Ion. Remember what I said about an ion? An ion is what? A charged what? Atom. We said an ion is a charged atom. So hydroxide ion, this is the symbol. Sorry. Hydroxide what? Ion. That's another one. Then we can have number two. Trioxocarbonate. 4 ion, which is we can actually represent with this 0, 2 minus. This trioxocarbonate what? 4 what? Ion is also represented by this. Then we can also have another one, number 3. We can have tetraoxosulfate 6 ion, which got SO4, 2 minus. That's what I want you to know about these radicals. Please don't write any of them with small letter. Both of them must be represented what? As they are represented in capital letter. So both of them, this is capital letter, what? Oh, so because they are radicals doesn't make you to write one of them in small letters. Please take note of that, because some people actually make that mistake. So we can actually move on to another one. Number 4. It's a trioxonitrate 5 ion, which will represent by this. Yes, minus. This trioxonitrate what? 5 what? Ion. So actually these are what? Radicals. So you can see that there are two. You always see them like two or more elements acting as what? One entity. Okay, look at what I'm saying about them. Two of them must be what? These are what? Their charges. This thing you see here is their what? Their charges. That means they are what? Negatively what? Charged. You can actually call them what? Anions. Are you seeing they are what? Negative charge? These are their charges. And these are actually what? Their oxidation number. This thing you are seeing here is actually what? Their oxidation number. So these are what we use to represent what? Radicals. So in our next lesson, I'm going to teach you about how to work with radicals and valences when they are combining with an element. So just keep it in check that a radical is simply what? Two or more elements acting as what? An entity. Two or more elements acting as entity. Thank you. See you in the next lesson.